we drew a project from the bin, and it was thread clusters. You can see all the thread in front of me. We'll go through it on the other side. Let's go. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. In the middle of the 100-day project, I am also deciding to participate in Mass Make March. So what I did was I took a bowl and I threw a whole lot of projects in there. There's 30 projects in here, one for every day, and then on the last day we'll go through and see all the projects I have created. So today, the project is thread clusters. And right here in front of me, I have a whole lot of thread. And let's go through it. We have some very vintage thread right here. We have some not so vintage thread. We have some embroidery floss, and together is going to make beautiful clusters. So I have an example right here. I made these two on the last time that I made them, but I have none left. This is it. This is all I have left. So I know that I like using them, so I want to make a ton of them. So I'm good for more than 2 weeks. I think I did this project like 3 weeks ago or something like that. So what I'm going to use is the thread, and then I am also using this embroidery stabilizer fabric, and it is water soluble. So once I finish it, then I'm just going to throw them all in a bucket of water, and they will dissolve, and this is what comes out. It's actually super brilliant. It was invented by someone else, and if you're watching this and this was your invention, oh my gosh, please let me know. I found it through Louisa Heinzel, who also didn't know who it was. And so, yeah, if this is your project, I would love to thank you for this, because this makes life so much better. So what I'm doing is I am cutting strips and pieces out of the embroidery stabilizer. And you buy it on a big roll. So there is lots on one roll. And I am just cutting a whole pile of pieces. There we go. I've got a whole bunch. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this is black. So I'm going to put that aside because I don't overly want to use black. This is brown. I'm just checking to see if I have another black here. I don't believe so. No. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some thread, different colors, but I'm staying within the color scheme. So I have a yellow, so I have yellows here, and then I have a red right here, so that can go with that. And then I have a yellow, right, a nice bright yellow right here. I'm going to lay it right there. And I think what I'm making is a gold idea. So I'm just taking a whole bunch of thread. There we go. And cutting it. And then I am just putting it in my hand like so. I need my pins. Right there. Then I'm taking one piece or two pieces of the material. I'm putting this, so I'm just going to put a second piece right on top, like that. And then I'm taking a pin and I'm putting it through and putting it aside. And then I'll do the same thing. I'm going to take the same color because I do like that gold, and I've used that a lot actually. And again, just bunching it up like that. And you can see how that would look like gold, right? Because those colors are not very different from this. So I'm putting it on top of the material, another piece on top of that. I'm turning it over because this piece is a little smaller than the other one. So I want to make sure that the threads are all in there. Put a pin in there and done. I want a different, now I'll take one more of this gold color because I like it. And again, just bunching it together. And the messier it is, the better. So yeah, I'm just like that. I need one piece, put this in there. So put that thread in there. Let's not have any threads coming out. And then this on top. And that's another one. I now have 1, 2, 3. I want one more. Well, I would like a ton more of this color because I really like it. But, you know, I don't want to bore you guys either, so I am just, oh, whoopsies. I'm just taking a pile, and 4 will keep me going for a little while. I'll probably make a gold out of the embroidery thread as well, so it's all good. There. Put this in here. Another piece on top. Okay, I'll put this one away and I'll clean up these threads. I'm trying to keep it as tidy as possible. And this is beautiful thread. It has a lot of shine to it, and yeah, I really like it. And how cool is it to use vintage material for this, right? Okay, I'm going to make a blue one. So I'll take a light blue. That's not blue. That's not blue. Trying to find a blue. Calling all blue. There's a blue right here. Throwing it in there. I have a light blue right here. And look how faded that is. Okay. Just picking it up. And there's another one. So there's 3 different colors of blue. I wish I had a really dark blue, but I don't. Okay. So I have a bunch of blue all together. And then I'm just putting that, same idea, right? Just mixing it like that. Pin in it. Done. All right, I have 20 clusters that I put together. Oops. So I'm trying to keep everything so that it's not going to make a mess. So I'm just going to sew them together now. and I want to show you what I do. So they're all like this, and you can see the clusters through there. I'm putting my machine, oops, I'm sorry, on a zigzag, and I am just putting it like that, and then I am sewing straight on the diagonal. Turning it, pulling the pin out because now it's being held together. And then I'm just going around a few times to hold all the threads in place. And it should be holding together pretty well. And then I'm going to the next one. So this is really a rinse and repeat type of thing. Like I said, this isn't a very complicated project. There's just a few steps involved in it, and that makes it a wonderful mass make project. So if you were wondering why there was no lighter thread that I was using, well, that's because that's what I'm sewing with. So that makes the thread being, the clusters come out a little lighter because we are using the lighter thread. So I have them all sewn around. So you can see, like, they're all put together now. And then I have a beautiful big bowl of water, and I'm just throwing them all in there. And I'm going to grab a towel that I can put them on to dry them when they come out of the water. Can you see what is happening? I am going to zoom you in a little bit. So the stabilizer is gone. I turned around for a second and it was completely gone. But look at how beautiful. These are together. So I'm just making sure there's nothing left, because otherwise it becomes really stiff. And then I'm just putting them onto the towel to dry. And you can see how they're stitched together. And this way, I don't have to mess with threads or anything. It is already done. It is put together. There's some thought that went into what colors to use. And I am just washing them out. So you see, like, there's a very, very easy way to get things ready for your journals by just doing a little mass make. And they're actually fun projects to do. Like, for example, like I wouldn't mass make a whole bunch of journals. You can if you really want to. but that's just not a lot of fun. The fun is in having all these bits and pieces ready to go so that when you're making a project, they're there. You just have to grab the bin. You want a rosette, the rosette is ready. You want a ruffle, the ruffle is ready. You want a thread cluster, that thread cluster is sitting there waiting for you. So that is what makes Mass Make so fantastic. And honestly, doing a cluster this way is a total game changer. So here we go. There is all my thread clusters, 20 of them. I am so happy with that. They're beautiful. Some are super grungy, some are not so grungy. That was the Mass Make for today. And look, like they are still hanging, like there's still loose threads hanging there. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't want it to be perfect. It is handwork, so there's always going to be some imperfections. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's see what we are going to make tomorrow. I'm going to put these aside. Maybe, maybe not. I'll just put the bowl on top of it. There we go. So here's my bowl again with my projects. And I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit so we can see the bowl and the projects. And I am ready for something that has nothing to do with fabrics or threads or anything like that. Let's see. Specimen cards with a playing card base. Oh my goodness. Are we going to have fun tomorrow? I have a deck of cards. I have some more extra cards. I am going to have to dig them up, which is why I do the project pulling the day before. So for day 4, we are making specimen cards. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification button as well, the bell at the bottom, so you'll get told when my video will be released. For today, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's something that you can use and that you will use. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.